First of all, thank you, techWebinarNepal, for having me today. Thank you for being here, for all the attending. It's Sunday, it's warm. I think it's warm also in Nepal. In Poland, it's very warm. It's June. There is always some excuse to not come. But I am grateful that you devote your time to learn new things, especially in this crazy time now. That means you are special. That means you understand how personal development is important. And you understand that the world is changing than ever before. It's true or true? I can see any comment, but I have a question. Is true or true? So we should learn all the time. And let me change the slide. Usually, as a programmers, we focus on technical aspects. At least I have so. So I was wondering what value I can provide you today. It will be entertainment. It will be knowledge, or maybe just exchanging some thoughts. And entertainment allows us to break away from our worries and look at them from a different angle. Knowledge helps us to understand the world around us, and exchanging thoughts. The communication with other people is like a briefing for us. It's one of the most important aspects of our lives. But now we have COVID-19. It's difficult to exchange thoughts. When we are locked down, where we have to wear masks, where we fear, and where we have a lot of fake news. So people are afraid of other people. We've been cut from oxygen. As developers, we often work remotely. So it's not new for us, the situation. But we are alone in the world. But do we depend on other people? Yes, of course we depend, and we are not alone. So, as Freddie said one day, show must go on. Today we are talking about pandemic, but tomorrow we have to go work. We have to live. There is nothing more to say. So, business or business? Should we think only about business? Or maybe this time, should we rethink our behaviors? But business is important. Of course, business is important. Of course, development is important. Of course, technical innovation are important. And of course, programming are important. And of course, robotics are important. Of course it is. Of course that. But what with mental health? What I realize, living well is the first medicine. But what does it mean? We hear a lot of great information about what does it mean in the previous presentation. But before we go any further, let me ask a question. When you feel good, when you feel you are alive, when you feel you are breathing fully, and usually the answer for this question is one word, is the nature. Nature calms us down. Nature heals us. Nature gives us sense of freedom. Nature gives us sense of hope. And it's a word to be close to the nature. So, but we are locked in our house. And how to make this time how to make the most of this time. It of course is a few possibilities. For example, a self-development or development of your loved ones. And I think the most important one is detachment from the news. News only generate fear. If there is something really important, you will definitely find out. But not from Facebook, not from YouTube, not from TV. So let me change the slide. What we can do, education, hobby, health, simply for our mental health, do something else. Use this time to grow. We have two beings with us, love and fear. And the one we feel is growing. So use this time today, tomorrow, next week, next month to grow up. Use this time to grow with love, not with fear. And a clear mind is the only way to learn and live effectively. What about motivation? Is worth to learning if we have a pandemic? Of course. Knowledge is freedom. Knowledge is understanding. Knowledge is acceleration, is fun. Knowledge is also a business. So, how we are doing in Europe in these crazy times? So, a lot of people, a lot of companies realize that we can work remotely, not only as a programmers, in many other professions. Today, the number of recruitments slowly is increasing. So the fear is decreasing and the restrictions are getting smaller and smaller. We realize that the restriction was not good for us. What about my time? What did I do during this pandemic? I became GDE, the Google Developer Expert. I lost 20 kilos only by eating rough food. I organized 10 online meetups. I broadcast the conference and organized 5 remote workshops. And why did I show this previous slide? Because I strongly believe that activities like online meetups give people hope. We need hope, especially in times of something like pandemic. I believe that such activities like today's meetup, changing this world for better. So one more time, thank you to the organizer of this meetup for inviting me. Thank you so much for having me. I hope it was few valuable information for you. My name is Dariusz Kalbarczyk. I am the organizer of two large conferences, NG Poland and JS Poland. Thank you so much for today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. It was your motivation presentation, and moreover, you have lost your 20 kilo weight. Yeah, that's a great. And moreover, how is the means working style of Europe, which you have told about the IT companies over there, how they are working? Yeah, can you just tell something more about that?
So, as I said, we work as a programmers. Not usually. Often we work remotely. So it was very easy to switch to just working from home, 100%, not 25% or 50% from home. We just switched to 100% working from home. So as a programmer, is not a problem. I think the biggest problem was for people I don't know, they work in school, for example, or they work in some other, they have some other activities, so they can't switch to remote work. As a programmer, the IT companies, they have no problem. And this is, of course, my perspective. And this was a good time to realize what company is good or what company is not good. The good companies, they just still working. They just they care about the workers as usually. The bad companies, they just start to firing the people. And it was the first maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and they stop it because they realize this is not the way to survive.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you. So if attendee, if there is any question, you can type on the QA panel. So till date we haven't got any question. So might be the presentation was well formed and all have got their answer. Yeah, and other thing which you want to share, to us in the last.
Yeah, I just want to thank you so much for this invitation, and I hope I visit Nepal soon. This is the first time I can be with you, with your community. Maybe I hope next time we see in person. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you very much, and do visit Nepal after 1 year. So there are lots of beautiful places here, and do visit here.